Adam Savage here, and I could not be more excited that the Ghostbusters are back. And as you might have guessed, I was back on set with them to embed in the production of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in theaters March 22nd. In this exclusive video series, Tested takes you behind the scenes of the new film as the Spengler family returns to New York City to join familiar faces and face off against a terrifying new foe. From visits to the prop workshop to tours of the incredible fully realized sets, we will show you that behind the walls of the iconic firehouse aren't specters, but a talented team of set builders, special effects designers, and prop makers, all of them storytellers, working in concert to bring the next Ghostbusters adventure to the big screen. Let's dive in.
All right, Mark, tell me what we've got here. These just look like two unassuming Sony Discmans.
Two unassuming Sony Discmans, but they are possessed.
They are possessed?
There's a whole sequence where various objects become possessed.
Yeah.
And then they pass their possession on to another object. So one of the things is Sony Discman, as Sony Pictures is producing.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
So we've got to have one of theirs.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's a nice, fun thing. So if you go to approach it.
Yeah. Oh! Wow!
Yeah, sorry.
That is... Oh, he's beautiful! Oh my... That's amazing! I can't believe how light it is, too.
Yeah, it's got none of its original interior. It's all been stripped out.
God, that's a lot of force you're getting out of that.
Yeah, it's pretty pokey, yeah. This, I'll show you this. I'm using the original battery compartment.
Nice, to hide the actual battery.
The actual battery. So I'll switch this one off. I'm using digital servos. They're a little bit noisy at the moment. So
that's that humming that we can hear?
Yeah, I need a little bit of fine tuning to do. So I've used the original battery compartment.
Yeah.
This is a miniature lithium polymer, powering it up.
And you've just got a little... Oh, I see. That's the servo that I can see here.
Yeah, the servo at the back, yeah. And I've left that a bit, the aluminium showing, because there is this, on the real thing, that's where the laser is, and it's a bit shiny.
Oh, so you do see something in there.
Yeah, so you do. And then this one's more aggressive.
This is
more aggressive
than
one is, but he normally retreats. This one stands its ground. So just to show you, I've taken the interior panel off. So there's a servo receiver battery. The servo is driving.
It's driving two little things.
It's driving two actions. So
it's opening the top.
And you get the little leg out the bottom.
Landing gear.
And that's got a little one-way sort of ratchet, so will move forwards.
So he can actually perambulate.
It can, I can get it. I've got it at the moment, so it jumps.
Can we turn him on?
We can turn him on.
Oh,
yeah.
let's totally.
So if you approach that one.
Yeah. Wow. And he can totally move.
Yeah, it can, yeah.
So he can chase you.
It can chase you, yeah. I'm not.
Oh my God. I'm really amazed by how powerful servos have gotten.
Incredible, yeah. Yeah, that one's about 12.5 kilograms, and it's about 0.8 of a second travel, which is astonishing.
That is really
for the size of it. Yeah.
This would have been really hard to do 20 years ago.
It would have been, yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Will you activate it? It's so much force. Oh, that's great.
And it is. I mean, it's because obviously it's a pretty. It's just a very simple object, but just what was nice was animating this piece and this bit. Then it does become like a little character.
It really does.
It does give it a personality, which is obviously part of the fun. And
do you end up finding some affection for the machines and their personalities?
Well, yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's kind of cute in a.
It really is. It's almost like language,
but it is
right?
It was doing that little piece is what makes all the difference. It's really interesting how you can transform an object just by the little things that you can
adding
animate. That little bit of movement to it, yeah.
And you've got this allows you to adjust the timing.
Yeah, I can change all the timing between it mechanically with that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so simple.
And then with these kind of computer radios now, you've got incredible amounts of adjustment and
in terms of
fine-tuning,
what the throw is,
and endpoints, and so there we go.
That's phenomenal. This is brilliant. It really does feel like a character.
It does.
It really does.
It really does, yeah.
That's amazing. So is this a fully solved problem? Like
Yeah,
you
pretty
finish
much.
this
Yeah,
and
it's a little
ready
bit
for
of
shooting?
fine-tuning just for my own indulgence.
And on the day, they may ask for a little bit of...
a bit more at travel here or there or whatever.
right,
but
right.
yeah, no, he's pretty good now. And the digital servo is a little bit noisy, which is the only problem. But to get this power and speed,
Yeah.
it's the only option really. And analog servos are pretty hard to get hold of nowadays.
Yeah. No,
And they're not good enough anyway, really.
right. They don't have the
But they
power.
were quiet.
Amazing.
Yeah, but anyway, there you go.
Lovely. Bringing life to inanimate objects. I do think
Exactly.
you are the opposite of an exorcist.
Well, well, I take that as some kind of compliment.
Yeah, sure. That's what it is. It's some kind of compliment.
Yeah.
Amazing work.
Okay,
That's
there
really
you go.
inspiring.
Yeah.
Andy, how are you, sir?
Very well, thank you.
You've got some old tech and some brand new tech here. Tell me what's going on.
The hand.
It looks like a ghostly hand
Yeah,
that is
that's-
going to turn this crank.
It's supposed to be an ice hand which snaps off. This is purely a prototype.
Okay, so the body shatters,
Yes.
and all that's left is a hand turning a crank.
Absolutely. But
Okay.
to make it a bit more ghostly, it moves.
It moves. Can you operate it? Can we see
Yeah,
it go?
we can switch that on here and
Whoa! Oh, holy cow! Oh, wow! I get it. So you've got here is an RC circuit turning this, but then you've got a whole separate RC
Yeah.
circuit in here.
absolutely.
I thought this was a solid hunk of plaster. I did not expect it to move. Oh, that is
And I
great.
can.
And this is just your first prototype. This
Yes.
is just a proof of concept.
Yes.
So presumably art department will make you a really nice looking hand.
Well, our department will, our sticker department.
Okay, yeah. And will this be mounted in the sky?
No, in another one. This is
Okay.
a totally different gag.
Oh, okay. There's two total. All right. That is fabulous. And all you're doing, and that's just.
That's just adjusting the speed.
And it's roughly the same kind of rig, a little motor with a driver in there.
Well, what I've got, if you look in that yellow box,
Yeah.
that's the speed controller.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Ah!
Because I'm running a higher voltage, I couldn't use a standard speed controller.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow. So this is literally a servo running a rheostat
Absolutely.
on a gear-headed motor. That's I love that there's still kludges like this that are necessary, right?
Yeah, it's very difficult to get motors quickly.
Yeah.
You know, there's generally
Yeah.
sort of 10 weeks or something like that, so you have to come up with something. So what you've got about, and
So all you're
So
doing
that
is
was the
just
solution.
turning up the speed
Yeah,
dial
absolutely.
on a
Yeah,
pot
so-
in there. That's amazing. Oh, that is really thrilling. All right, so this is beautiful. And this is a real
absolutely
old cylinder player.
Genuine one, yeah.
And what is the gag
There's
with this
not
one?
a bit I haven't ruined.
There's not a bit you haven't ruined?
That's correct.
Oh man. Luckily he made a lot of these.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, so tell me what you did to this beautiful piece of
Okay,
history.
so the gag is a guy is turning the handle
Yeah.
and he senses something. He lets go, and the handle carries on turning.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will speed up. The drum will speed up. This will speed up. It's wanted that then it will go into reverse,
Uh-huh.
and then the cylinder ejects off, goes
What?
10 foot into a bin in one shot.
And this, what I'm looking at here, does all of that.
Yes.
Can we run it through its paces?
Okay.
most of its
Yeah.
bases?
Yeah. Oh, I could show you at first what it does.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So this has to open
Right.
to allow the cylinder to come off.
Yep.
And now the director didn't like it coming straight out, so he wanted it to go at an angle.
Uh-huh.
So to do that, this flips out,
No way.
and that changes the trajectory.
And is it
It's
like
very, very, everything's very, very tight.
it's very tight,
Yeah.
so it's meant to hit this and
Where
hold
it
on
says
to
about 0.1 or 0.2,
Oh my
it's
God.
quite close.
so it becomes the ramp.
Yeah, and this had to be, that's how it originally was. So I've made this just to
Oh,
look
that's
like
made
it.
from
Yeah, that's just pitch
Beautiful.
brass, and we've badly plated it, so it looks old.
Fair enough. Right, with a little old silver plate. May I touch that?
Yeah, of course you can.
And so this comes out
then-
and amazing. And that makes
Yeah, I
it
can-
skip and go.
Yeah, and that's the, oops. And that's the mechanism.
You have
Oh,
no room in here. Again, it looks like
absolutely
there's a
nothing.
lot of room in there, but there's not.
No.
And is that your charging tank for the
Yeah,
ejection?
we've got a continuous supply, but that's just to give it a little bit more punch.
Right, when the valve opens.
Because I've only got very, very small hose, so to try and eject.
Wow. Can we run it through its skag?
Absolutely,
Is that
yeah.
possible?
Unfortunately, this valve here is a little bit leaky. I've used a second-hand one, and there's a bit of dirt in there or something, so it'll make a hiss.
Oh, fair enough.
So I can adjust the speed. Oh, put it on play.
So it's all actually mechanically working just like it should.
Yeah, and then I can just sling it into reverse.
Oh, fantastic.
And then let's give it a fire.
And is it all one action with the fire?
Yeah, so-
that this pops in it.
Yep, so
So
here it goes.
that pops, this creates the ramp, and that shoots off
Yep.
all in one. Oh!
Missed.
That's fantastic. And so the three things you have happening all at once, the popping of that, the popping out of this, and then the firing of the air, that's something you're able to just like program into the an
It's
Arduino
just
or something?
No, we've just got basic timers. So I can
okay.
adjust when it happens. I can adjust the duration. And then I've got a cam here with little micro switches.
Right.
So it can't ever fire
when that's
when the
up.
handle's in that position.
Oh, wow. So you included a safety system.
Absolutely, because if that hits that in shot,
That's
it's
bad, and it's going to come and hit somebody.
it's
So it's actually like just like you solve the same problem as the machine gunner not shooting off their propeller.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a timing belt in there. Oh, that is really cool. I hadn't considered. Did you figure that out, or did you figure it out the hard way?
No, I thought it's
thought
got to happen. It'll
Right.
happen on set.
Right.
So-
Right. If it's going to, if I give
Yeah.
it the muscle,
Yeah, I can try it 100 times and it'll work.
it'll do it.
But yeah,
Andy, thank you so much. This is thrilling. I love it. So it cannot fire when this is between X and a certain parameter. Yeah.
so whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Let's count it down. And you ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Should have moved the bin there.